Here's 12-64, and this is asking me to get out my graph paper and graph this equation x squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 25. So in standard form, we never talked about this in class, but this was probably, I think I remember this was in your packet. There's a standard, this is standard form for a circle, so if you guessed it was a circle, you're right. The center comes from this, I could rewrite it as x minus 0 squared, so that it's going to be 0, 3 is where the center is. 0, 1, 2, 3. Why is it 3 and not?
It's negative.
Yes, but this is, the standard form is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Wow, it's impressive. So the minus signs is kind of like already built in. Okay, so this one, that's why I said that was 0, and then that's going to be 3. And then
the origin x squared plus y squared equals r squared.
Exactly. How do you know all this stuff?
Because of the packet you gave me.
Because you just got it off of there. You said it like a pro, though. So the way that when you're on graph paper and you're trying to graph a circle, the radius here is going to be 5 because 25. Yeah. So we're just going to go to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to the left by 5 from the center. 4, 5. If you had a compass, that'd be awesome, but we usually don't have one in our backpack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You could use a compass on it.
Then I'm guessing you don't have it with you right now.
But, I mean, it's acceptable to just sketch this kind of lumpy looking graph. I mean, we do it all the time. It's not going to be a perfect looking graph, but it's acceptable to just to do the 4 points. You know, one to the right, one to the left, one up, and one down. That's good enough for the graph. Now, it wants to know some coordinates of, I think, the intercepts. So that's going to be a little interesting. Let's see if we can figure that out. Now, the y-intercept is easy. So I'm going to, here, x-intercept. That's not going to be so easy because, see, I'm probably going to have to do some math. I mean, some, like, algebra or something to figure it out. Because my graph is so unreliable, you know what I mean? I mean, it looks like that's probably an x-intercept, but how can I be sure? It's a lumpy graph, right? Let's go ahead and do the y-intercepts, though, because those are easy. Oh, sorry, y-intercept. The y-intercept, wouldn't it just be 0, negative 2, right? See, this is where it crosses the axis, and then 0, what is that, 8? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, 8. So we can guess that this one is probably at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, but I can make sure by, let's see, I can plug in, how do we get x-intercepts? Don't we just plug in 0 for y, and that gives us the x-intercept?
Yeah.
Yeah, so plug in 0 for y, and then that'll give me negative 3 squared is 9. X squared plus 9 equals 25. Minus 9, minus 9. What's 25 minus 9? Is it 16?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So x squared is 16, so x has got to be plus or minus 4. Well, we know this one's minus 4. So this one's 1, 2, plus 4. It's just that my graph isn't very beautiful, is it? I mean, it looks like it should be. It's not very round. Okay, so the x-intercepts are at negative 4, 0 and positive 4, 0. Is that all that it wants, or is there more? I always read it because they usually ask you for a lot of different things. That's all.